pictures on a resume. Apparently 88% of resumes get rejected because there's a picture. And I know that that can be a cultural thing. North America, I think specifically in Canada, I don't know if it's like a really popular thing, but I'm curious about that as well. Like, is that something that would kind of put you and outstand you from the rest of the candidates, or is it something that can actually hinder you?
That's a good one as well. I think to your point, it's often just a cultural or geographical difference. Again, in Canada and North America in general, it's not common practice to include a photo on your resume. But in some European countries, in Africa and in India, I know other parts of the world, it is fairly common or even encouraged or recommended to include a professional headshot on your resume. So I think from my perspective, I wouldn't look at it one way or the other. Like, I don't think it's a positive or a negative. I would try my best to be objective and unbiased and look at the content, the information, the skills, the experience, everything like that are on the particular resume. That being said, I think we can all agree that in general, there is still room for improvement in the business world and in hiring practices in different organizations in terms of reducing biases and not letting those kinds of things play a factor. So I do know that based on my experience, sadly, there are still some recruiters out there. There are still some hiring leaders, some business people that might view that negatively or that might have some sort of unconscious bias about people from a different part of the world or something like that. So I would say in general, it's probably a best practice in North America, North America to kind of follow I guess the commonality or the common trend of not including a photo on your resume. And again, now we have other platforms, whether it's LinkedIn or AngelList or different profiles, social medias that are out there where we can show a little bit more personality and share a photo of ourselves and that kind of thing. So I think my preference in general would be to keep resumes to the content itself that's most relevant to the job application.
No, that's very fair.